do and the marketing support we give you. So call in and ask our team about getting a mock-up done for your business. So in summary, why partner with us? Well, we're the technology leader. We're certainly the only major online backup firm that's totally dedicated to you, the partner. From a price point standpoint, we really won't be beaten, and I think that you can see that in the margins that our partners are earning. From a delivery and support organization standpoint, we really do have a wonderful depth of resources at your disposal, from consultants that will work with you to get you in the market to then a sales team that stays with you to help you sell to your customers. But at the end of the day, there's a business decision. Do you want to add a recurring revenue stream to your business from selling online backup as a managed service? And if the answer to that is yes, then the question is, well, do you want to make somewhere between 40 and 70% gross margin on products sold? Usually the answer to that is a hell yes. So it really is a business decision. It's a better backup at a better price for your customers. It's wonderful technology, which obviously I believe in a lot, but I think given an opportunity to learn more about it, it'll become a pretty simple business decision for you to make. So that brings us to the end of my presentation. If you want to talk to one of the partner specialists, the number's on the screen, and that's a free call in the USA, 877-896-3611. While you're there, remember to register for the Kindle giveaway. And to register for the Kindle, you need to let them know that you were on the partner webinar this morning and give them a promotion code, which is KDX921, Kilo Delta X-Ray 921. The phone number doesn't work from, Mark's asking if the phone number works from Canada. Mark, I'd be really interested to know. I, being Australian, really don't know if the 877 numbers are cross-border. If it doesn't work from Canada, then the direct number is +1 for the USA, 310-878-2626. +1 310-878-2626. So now let's turn to the questions. Warren asks, doesn't the SOSonlinebackup.com website compete with your partners? Warren, yes and no. Usually our partners are selling to their captive customers. We believe it's important for us to maintain a direct presence so that we can provide guidance to our customers. So we do a lot of testing on the website and make the results of those tests available to our partners in the Partner Resource Center and through our monthly partner bulletin. Less than 20% of our revenue comes from our website, so it's certainly not something we push. But the major thing that you provide to your customers that we do not is a managed backup service. You do that analysis of their environment. You do the deployment. You manage the backup. You do the installation, or you provide the data audit. And that's a whole level of service we just simply cannot provide and don't plan to. We're a small company. We've got 20 employees in the United States, but they're all in California. So our goal as a business is to work through our partner network. We've got 1,000 partners today, and we're looking to grow that to 3,000 partners. So I guess on one level there's a little bit of competition, but not really. And it's not much of an issue. We don't have a channel conflict issue. Some companies do, but we don't. Hope that answers the question. Happy to talk more about that if you've got other questions. Warren asks, is Asigra a competitor? Yes, Warren, Asigra is a competitor. The phone number, we've already covered that. Nathan asks, is there a minimum sales requirement to be a partner? Nathan, there's several different partnership programs. The most common partnership program involves a commitment, yes. And that's really where you make the most margin. So it really depends what level you're comfortable coming in at. But talk to our partner team and they can give you the rundown on the various partnership programs. Marcus asks, does the customer or partner have any insight into the actual data center location where the backups reside? And is there a choice of location? Yes, Marcus, you do have choice. If you're a US customer, it's nearly always in the US unless you opt for it to be outside of the US. You can specify that the data should stay in either Australia, the UK, Canada, or the USA. If If you don't want your data in one of those locations, then we can't support you unless you're willing to come in as a platinum partner. Our highest level partners we'll set up data centers for, and that's any partner who's willing to make a sales commitment of more than $10,000. So we've done that before, and we spin up data centers for partners. Next question is from Kenneth. Kenneth asks, if a client wants to ensure certain files have been deleted, is there a way to ensure that a file is removed and not archived? Yes, Kenneth, you can explicitly delete files, and you can see that in real time in the web portal, so that's very, very easy to achieve. Warren asks, is there a product comparison guide that helps us see how your offering is superior? What, Warren, I haven't done that already? Yes, of course there is. And if you call in and talk to our partners team, they'll be able to provide that to you. But I'd love you to ask me any other questions. I love talking to customers, and it keeps me on my toes. Kenneth asks, can you choose what state your data is stored in? No, Kenneth, we don't have that level of granularity when it comes to data location, just country. Marcus asks, backup jobs logged with clear indication of successful integrity check? Absolutely, Marcus. The third phase of the backup is a confirmation cycle, which involves MD5 hash checking of file integrity after transfer. And a file simply just will not confirm if it hasn't been properly transferred. It'll try and retransfer 3 times, and after 3 times it'll error out and not be backed up until the next backup session. So yes, very, very clear indication of successful integrity checks. We're out of questions for the moment. Kenneth also asks, backup notifications can be made via what methods? Text, email? Only email at the moment, Kenneth. We looked at adding SMS, but there was a very hefty cost associated with us providing that. So at the moment, it's just email. We hope to add text in the future. If you're interested in the text-based text-based notifications, then there are email to SMS services that you can use, and we can help you with that if that's how you want to set it up. Marcus asks, are SQL Server or Oracle database backup supported? Yes, Marcus. Ask about our CES, complex environment support, for those database deployments. Our preferred mechanism of dealing with complex environments is for us to take over the full backup management for you, and we do that for $300 a month per server. So, I'm sorry, it's completely wrong. $300 a year per server, where we'll actually take over the full provider managed backup service with reporting and management, configure the backup, and really run the environment for you end to end. We find that's one of our most popular services, so our partners love that. They can turn over a customer server to us for DR purposes, and we'll manage it for $25 a month. One of our partners actually said, hell, if I touch a server once a month, it costs $100. So those cost economics are pretty powerful. Warren asks, are there transition tools to help move our customers from Mozy or Asigra solutions? Warren, there are not, but that's a wonderful idea. I'll talk to our VP of Engineering about that. Jim asks, how do you address a hard drive failure on an SBS server for best recovery? I'd need more context, Jim, but usually the way you'd set up a server with a RAID OS partition and then with data drives. So usually an individual hard disk failure wouldn't cause a server crash if you've got it rated. If you do, then you would just, presumably you would have a disk image of the environment, so you'd recover from the image and then pull down your data from the cloud. So either of those scenarios should be easily manageable. You've got real-time access to the data from the cloud, so you pull down the most important data first and then do a recovery of the rest of it. Marcus asks, do you provide a SAS-70 or SSAE16 attestation report? Marcus, we provide the SAS-70 under NDA, so you can talk to our partner specialists about that. Marcus says SAS-70 Type 2, that is, yes, SAS-70 Type 2. Mark says the software will back up running or locked MS SQL data files. Mark, it will using volume shadow copy services, but that's not the way we recommend you deploy it. We recommend you use SQL Server Agent to schedule a backup job and back up a back file, but you can point it directly at the SQL store. Michael says, do you have anything in place now or in the future for mobile or tablet backup? Michael, we back up iPhones, Blackberries, and iPads, and we're looking to expand that very heavily in the future, yes. Nathan says, Exchange mailbox recovery options. Nathan, yes and no. So we work with a partner to provide mailbox level backup support if that's what you want to do. So we can support that, and we will usually just do that as part of a CES deployment. So if you wanted mailbox level recovery, then you would go the CES route, which is the $300 per server per year that I talked about earlier. And we're out of questions, but we're also running out of time. Can I get a sense of whether I've sort of answered the appropriate questions and how interested people are? Like, again, by a show of hands, are you very interested, not particularly interested, early stage of evaluation, going to sign up today? Where are you in your decision-making process? Oh, I should have shared the results of the earlier question. Nearly everybody today, quite unusually, is a prospective partner. So today we've got an audience made up of people who are not yet partners, whereas normally the audience is probably 50-50 or even skewed in terms of existing partners. Okay. Got people all over the place in early stages of evaluation, very interested. Will sign up today. Terrific. Are there any other topics that I can address for you as part of this? Or if you're in early stages of evaluation, what do you need next from us? And what I'm going to do is, your answers here, I'm going to hand over to Jeff McCauley, our VP of Sales, and he's going to get you whatever you ask for. So, I mean, you're in a conversation with the CEO, which has its benefits. So please do use this to your advantage. So here's my next question to you. What do you all need to move your evaluation forward? So Mark and Kenneth and Marcus and Nathan, Michael, you've all been asked lots of questions, and Warren, what do you need to move your evaluation forward in this process? Okay. Details about partner levels. I'm a lone consultant. Bethany says she's got a phone call set up with Laurie today. Great. Kenneth says I've answered all his questions. Michael's a small shop, so it's all about growing our relationship. Nathan says email details to me, don't have time for a phone call. Nathan, you'll miss out on that Kindle if you don't call in. Maybe you've already got a Kindle. Great, lots of people saying they're going to call in and calling in as soon as they get off the webinar. Okay. Right, well, I guess I've taken up my whole hour. I should let you all get on with your business. Thank you, everybody, for your participation today. This has been a lively audience. I really enjoy talking to customers, and I hope you'll come back to webinars in the future and ask other questions. Please feel free to just drop in at the beginning and ask me questions. We do this every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You don't have to stay for the whole presentation. Promotion codes KDX921. Kilo Delta X-Ray 921. Phone number outside the US